Morning. Let's take a check of how the equity markets have started off today, and if anything, they're trading, and I'm talking about the benchmark indices, they're trading in a narrower range than they have even yesterday. So the Nifty 50 opened at 15,692. It then fluctuated between a low of 15,648 and a high of 15,708. It is currently trading very close to that 15,690 mark. Not doing too much, up about 0.3% compared to the previous close. Now, the overarching theme remains the same. You've seen a stellar rally from the middle of May all the way up till now, over 1,000 points actually, or thereabouts. And to a certain extent, you can see profit booking in quite a few names that are at or very close to their 52-week high, and that's leading to some amount of consolidation. Even when I look at my screen, as many as 10 stocks have hit their 52-week highs in the session today, and quite a few more, maybe even double that number, are actually very close to that 52-week high number. So it's not really surprising that these names are seeing a little bit of selling right now. In fact, that was what happened in the session yesterday. You had both foreign institutions as well as domestic institutions as net sellers in yesterday's session, and that is essentially leading the consolidation. Let's take a closer look at some of the performers in today's session. You have the likes of Divi's Labs, that is gaining about 2.75%, Tata Consumer up about 2.5%, JSW Steel, will come to Y in just a bit, but up about 2%, ITC, Bajaj Finance, Shree Cement, Tata Steel, all doing quite well for themselves. In fact, you have 36 gainers on the Nifty right now. Among the losers, you have the likes of Bajaj Auto, Eicher Motors, Hero MotoCorp, Maruti. So quite a few auto names making up the big losers today. But when I say big, it's still less than 1% of losses. In terms of the sectoral performers, you have most of the sectors that are still remain. In fact, all of the sectors are remaining in the green right now. Just a bit of weakness seen in the banking index as well as the auto index. Both of them are flat but with a positive bias. The big performer today is the metals pack, as you probably would have guessed based on the fact that JSW Steel and Tata Steel are doing quite well for themselves in trade. Broader markets continue to outperform. In fact, you have both the mid cap and small cap index gaining over 1% in trade today. A couple of mentions from the broader markets. You have Bata India, that is gaining quite significantly, up about 5% on account of the earnings that it posted. Posted a consolidated revenue of 590 crore rupees and a PAT of just under 30 crore rupees in the quarter gone by. And that's being seen as positive. GAIL is up and about. It's measured its capex for the current financial year at 6,600 crore rupees, and that's according to the chairman of the company. Surprisingly, Adani Enterprises is not doing very much in trade. It's just about flat, and that's despite the fact that you have a source-based story from the Economic Times that talked about the possibility of Adani Enterprises separating its airports business into a separate unit ahead of possible IPO. So that's a significant move. It's flat in trade as of now. We'll have to see how things pan out. Of course, today is weekly expiry, and you could see a lot more volatility than usual. Watch out for whether or not we hold about the 15,700 mark. That is going to be crucial.